Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Panthers are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Niners team that will need to avoid those turnovers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Well, now they'll try the end around. And, right away, he lost the football. And some room to maneuver. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
The key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Now Newton. Oh, he had
6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. In motion right comes Funchess. Third and long, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. There. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now they try the right side here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third down, that's Patterson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff working right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Wake up. Come on now. Do something.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on second down is Newton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
In motion goes the tight end. On third down, that's Patterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andrew Luck with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. The last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Forced out to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. Third down here. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on third down, Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Andrew Luck with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the wideout in motion. Now a play fake here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Slot man moves right. Now they try the right side here. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Back there, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Check 50. Great. Go.
Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we have reached halftime here with a visiting four. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 14. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the gun now on third down. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, huh?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This time he'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And they can't bring him down. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And now There's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Three yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And Gold is able to put it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Newton. And some room to roam now. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. And the slot man goes in motion left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. After the run, Newton going to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Newton to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 32-yard line. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In motion right is Robinson. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hearns the man in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it, maybe a completion.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. Now Newton.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down now after the incompletion. Hearns the man in motion left. Now it's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Panthers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Newton to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes thus far. And a great spot to start this drive from here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Newton. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10, Newton again. And Samuel caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last throw here for Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.